Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by the REC Toycast. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Icarus.
Eric.
What's up, man?
You can find us on Instagram
at
REC Podcast. You can follow myself at Roman REC Podcast, and you can follow yourself.
Gulag_J_Wielden.
Sweet. Check us out at REC Comics as well, where we've got some stuff up for sale. Cool comics, cool action figures, statues.
Christmas around the corner.
Around the corner. Hit me up. Let's make some deals, guys. All right? How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. I love to ask you questions right when you're taking a sip. I apologize.
I
wasn't even looking. That won't be the only apology we're making. Yeah, we're not really making an apology, but there was some light walking back, a small retraction, as it were.
Sure.
Actress Tatiana Maslany, I believe that's how you say her name, who was supposedly cast, signed, sealed, delivered as She-Hulk for the Disney Plus show.
Right.
She says that that's actually a false report, that she is not tied to this project.
Okay.
This and that. It's weird because if you remember, like Mark Ruffalo tweeted about it. He was like, "Hey, welcome to the family."
That's right.
And so we all thought that, and it was like kind of a long time, at least a week or so, before she kind of refuted this.
Sure. Geez, Ruffalo, you cannot keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Always getting in trouble.
Do you think? Okay, so based off of what you just said there, do you think that maybe it is signed, sealed, delivered, and it was supposed to be a secret?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh
I would that partly. I think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or, maybe she was just in talks.
Yeah.
And Ruffalo maybe just misconstrued what he heard. Yeah. Or maybe she just got let go.
Interesting. There's I even think there's a world in which maybe her agent leaked that she had got the role, so that people would run with it, and then they could say, Marvel. "Oh, hey, look what all the media outlets think about it."
Yeah,
she's perfect for this role. Look at all the fan art, because there's been tons already.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good.
It does look really good.
So she's not doing it,
according to her.
So we're gonna go with she's not doing it.
At this point, she's not cast.
There's no cast.
No.
So this movie's not even off the ground yet, or show rather.
Yeah. No.
I had been under the impression that they were already filming before the shutdown happened. She-Hulk.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah. So no, because remember, this news would imply that she was just cast. So
right.
So they hadn't started. I'm trying to think if they were starting on something else. They might have been starting on Loki. I think that's what you're thinking. I think they were working on Loki, and they had to stop.
On the low key?
Yeah, on the low key they had to stop. And then also they had to stop production on Falcon Winter Soldier, which is why we're not getting it like we were supposed to. It's mostly done, but it sounds like there's still a couple episodes left.
Jeez.
And definitely some posts and stuff.
Sure. You know what they need to do is just during the shutdown, they should have just got a jump on What If.
Yeah.
And just started banging those out for us. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Because arguably for me, that is the one I'm most looking forward to.
Well,
is the What If series.
Even more so than the WandaVision?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Dude,
wow. Okay.
What If is up there for me.
It's a staple.
I love it.
It's a staple. What's your favorite What If?
Dude, there is... You're going to appreciate this.
Okay, go.
My favorite What If is what if Silver Surfer had grabbed the Infinity Gauntlet off Thanos?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Or what if Elektra lived?
Yeah.
And actually show... And the issue goes way... It goes so crazy that they actually make Matt Murdock and Elektra happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it ends with them... remember there's
the cover, and I'm remembering the cover, and it looks very happy.
Yeah. And I think that was the twist, was like they kind of give up the superhero life, and they kind of just settle down, and I think a lot of people were thrown back by it, which I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Was like, what if she lived and managed to kill Bullseye, and they just be like, oh, I think we found each other. Because remember, that's what pushes Matt into his dark place, is the death of Elektra.
Yeah, I mean, that's really where I think, I know you love Born Again and everything, but Frank Miller really shines for me after Elektra goes. And
for real.
The whole tone of the book is like, it was already making that turn, and then it's just like, oh, there's ducks in the road, we got to make this turn quicker, man.
Yeah.
And I love it, and it's got great artwork, all the covers are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And so much good storytelling comes out of that. Good call. Good call.
How about you? You got a favorite one?
The one that stands out the most is a modern one, and it was a What If Planet Hulk issue, And what they ended up doing in later iterations of the What If comics were, instead of just like doing what if so and so had died or so and so had lived or so and so had joined the Avengers, it was like already, it was like what if Civil War, what if House of M. So they were doing it based off of like major events.
Right.
So this was like what if Planet Hulk. And it's really awesome. So just like a brief breakdown in Planet Hulk, what's known as the Illuminati in the Marvel Universe. It's Doctor Strange, Professor X, Tony Stark, Namor, Black Bolt from the Inhumans, and Reed Richards. And they're kind of like behind the curtain taking care of stuff that they don't want to be out in public.
Right.
So they decide that the Hulk, recently the Hulk just went on a rampage, destroyed like half of Las Vegas. And he wasn't under his own control. It wasn't completely his fault, but still, he's this living weapon that can't be controlled. So they craft this scenario where they have Nick Fury go up to Bruce, like find him, like, hey, there's this radiation on this ship, and there's this like AI or something that's on it. We need you to get in there and destroy it before it like crash lands on Earth. So when he gets on the ship, destroys the thing, like a video plays, and it's of the Illuminati, and they're saying, hey, Bruce, you've always wanted to be alone, and you are a nuisance. And after your latest outburst, like, we just can't have you here anymore. Like, we found this planet, and we charted a course. It can hold life. There's food for hunting. There's water, and you'll finally get to be alone. And the Hulk's just like freaking out in the ship, and they just like send him off into space. And he ends up getting knocked off course and going through this like wormhole, and like going through this wormhole, it like weakens him by half. And he like lands on this planet. He gets enslaved, very much like the Thor Ragnarok story.
Pretty much, yes.
So I could speak about the whole story. I apologize. I apologize. But anyway, he ends up working his way up, becomes king of this planet, comes back home looking for revenge because he's got like this army planet. Well, he falls in love. He has a queen and all this stuff. And what makes him want to come back home is because that ship that he was on was also like set to explode.
Oh, so they were going to just kill him?
They were just going to kill him. And so it blows up and like really messes up the planet he's on, and like his woman's like pregnant and everything. Oh. And he can't save everybody, and she ends up getting like engulfed. And she's like this crazy powerful being. They call her the Old Strong. She's almost like stone in a way. She can maneuver, but she can like heal, and she's in tune with the planet. Really awesome. And her name is like Sayara. And so she dies. He comes back looking for revenge. Blah blah blah. In the What If, instead of saving like other people on the planet before like saving his woman, he saves her.
Right. And
allows the planet to just get messed up. She saves some people, and her like rage brings her back to Earth to like seek revenge for her husband, and she just like wrecks shop on all.
So she's worse than
the Hulk, and she ends up like enslaving the whole planet. And like you see, like, because when the Hulk was on that planet, they have these obedience discs, just like in the Ragnarok. And so she enslaves all the heroes, and she like has them make like this giant shrine to the Hulk of him just like with his hand out like towards space. And like I said, she's like stone kind of. Yeah. So she goes up there, and she's an old woman. She just like kneels in his hand and like turns to stone. Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
It's beautiful. And it was really awesome. Awesome story.
Check it out, kids. Go read that.
I left out really fun stuff. There's a lot of action in it. But the gist of the story and the end, while it is beautiful and poetic, it does not lack for action. There's excellent action in it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I'd like to see that animated on Disney Plus.
Makes me speculate which ones they're gonna do. I'm excited.
Well, we know they are going to do Marvel Zombies. I believe that's going to be in the What If.
They have to do it.
And then they're going to do one of the premiere ones. They're going to do is the What If Sharon Carter took the Super Soldier Serum, so she becomes the captain.
See, so much good stuff.
And I believe they got Haley Atwell to voice.
Oh, cool, man.
I believe I saw that. So I mean, I'm down. I'm down.
Let's do this.
I would take a third season of Sharon Carter tomorrow.
Unfortunately, Marvel really.
I'm sorry, Agent Carter.
Agent
not Sharon.
Carter. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's unfortunate. Marvel kind of gave up on those shows.
Well,
I feel like they kind of given up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like a long time ago. They let them do it.
Yeah.
I'd say after the third season, they're like, yeah, we're kind of...
the TV division was Jeff Loeb and his crew, Jeff and Jed Whedon, and It just wasn't. Now it's all under Feige. So
Right.
like it was just like, hey, we're both lions, but like I'm the big lion.
Yeah, so what was it, alpha
yeah,
lion?
he is the alpha, and because rumor has it that Kevin Feige is the reason that Black Widow's not coming out on streaming. Like he's the one's like, no,
Good.
no. Yeah, that's the rumor, and I'll take it because I need it.
I like the Feige man.
I do, man. He seems to be on our side.
Yes.
And you don't hear too many bad things. Like nobody complains about Kevin Feige. So
no, not really.
He's also churning out millionaires. So
Yeah, except he never returns my phone calls.
Yeah, well, yeah. Tell him, hey man, I'm Forge. I really can't be Warpath Thunderbird, but I can be
your Forge.
Yeah, you can be a Forge. You know, you can do that. We were walking through the toy room the other day, and Eric was I was pointing out all the Native Americans.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey,
and we realized they have really made a lot more Native American characters than all of them at least once. So
yes, yes.
There was some Fast and Quite Furious news that came out this week as well. And the only reason I bring it up is because the headline that I saw was just hilarious. And it was basically, I'm paraphrasing, but it was to the extent of Fast and the Furious coming to an end. And I figured, oh man, they were doing Fast 9. It got pushed till next year. And, they're going to make that the last one. So I click and I go and I check out this article. And they're talking to James Wan. And he's directed like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the last ones. And he's like, we're finally going to finish it up. He's like, we're going to do 9 next year. And then we're going to do 10 and 11. So why is
we're going to wrap this up in about 10 years?
Why is this news? And I know why. Because it's for the same reason we're talking about it now. Just because there is no news.
For sure.
Like, and no news.
Genius.
Yeah. And that type of again, it was clickbait. I don't care about the Fast and Furious franchise at all. But it made me want to read that.
Sure.
It's like, oh man, they're
the end of an era.
Yeah, they're going to end it.
I mean, I feel like they're just getting too far in age to keep doing this. They need to just rename it Tepid and Irritated.
Oh yeah, the taking the piss and vinegar. What's funny is that they said it was just going to be the main universe because we know that The Rock does not get along with a bunch of those dudes.
Just Vin.
And
the other guy.
Oh god, what is his name? Tyrese.
Yeah.
And they just don't get along. So they did say this in the article that it meant of the Prime universe. So I think they're still going to do like Hobbs and
those
Shaw
guys
stuff.
are going to be fine.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. How shocked are you that they're going to try to get 11 movies out of this franchise?
I'm not shocked anymore. Yeah. After they got to the 5th one, I'm like, oh, we're in for a ride.
Buckle up.
Yeah, and I think real quick. I think it's funny that Tyrese had to beg Will Smith for money.
I've never heard this.
You didn't hear
story.
about that? Yeah,
no.
I guess he was going broke and he had to ask Will Smith for borrow some money.
Yeah.
I just think that's funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean we can talk about that. Yeah, what do you think he spent his money on? Horses.
Horses.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't understand how you get that much money and then just.
Fabergé eggs.
Yeah. I'll tell you when I've had enough. All right.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous. I don't get what people see in these movies, but you said it's very big in Asia, right?
Dude, it's huge overseas.
Okay.
It's so much bigger overseas than it is here.
Yeah, because here I'm like, who's watching these?
Yeah, man, they love it, man. Yeah, and especially like in China, it has a huge box office gross there.
Right.
In the Middle East, I mean, they just love cars.
They do.
The cars and machines.
They just leave them on the side of the road.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why they keep bringing back a couple Asian people like that. They even killed one off.
And brought him back.
Yeah, it's to play in that market, man.
What was the reasoning? How did he come back to life?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
Did he go ancient Chinese secret?
No.
Or is he Japanese, actually?
I have no idea. I have no idea what he is. I've only seen 3 of the 9 or 8 that are actually out. And probably 9 with Hobbs and Shaw. I didn't watch that at all either.
Oh, you didn't watch that one?
Yeah, I feel like you've watched a lot of them.
No, dude. I watched the first one, the Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
And then the one where The Rock debuted.
That's exactly the 3 that I've seen.
Oh, wow.
And I like the first one. Again, I think we've talked about that. You know who's low-key a huge fan?
No, I would say Huge Key.
Oh, Huge Key is Dave.
Yes.
Dave loves the Fast and Furious world. I don't get it. I have driven in a car with him where he once slammed on the gas and said, "This is living," but that's a story for another time.
I don't know. Good on them. People enjoy it. Fine. I'm not here to say what's to be liked and not liked. But that sucks. I don't like it.
Yeah. Unless it's music, he will tell you what's to be liked and not liked on music.
You're darn right.
You're darn tootin'.
You're darn tootin'. But I don't know. Maybe we should go watch them. Maybe we should just be crazy and watch them all.
Oh man!
And report back and say, we've survived.
I know it's so funny that you say that because Mark Bernardin is trying to get Kevin Smith to do that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
weird.
Because Mark, like, he's such a movie snob.
Yeah.
But he loves the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Every movie snob's got that one thing where they're unabashedly not ashamed of.
What's yours? What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh my god!
It can't be Mean Girls because Mean Girls is awesome.
No, everybody loves Mean Girls. Are you talking about just a movie or like a franchise?
Give me both.
Let's see. Okay, like what guilty pleasure for me, dude. I really honestly like Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, okay.
I really do kind of dig chick flicks, romantic comedies.
Yeah. All right.
Like low key love them actually.
Yeah. Are you in a? Do you like Legally Blonde and stuff like that?
No. I would say more like the Billy Crystal timeline, or Tom Hanks timeline, kind of thing.
The unattractive guys. Okay.
And then the plucky blonde.
The plucky Midwestern.
But I don't know.
blonde.
I feel like there was a lot of cool ones in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
The Mexican. I would totally call that a rom com.
Oh yeah, totally. It's a great action rom com with amazing cast.
Yeah. How about you? What is your real quick a guilty pleasure that you're not going to apologize for?
I've talked about Josie and the Pussycats. That one.
Oh, that's right.
That's a huge guilty pleasure.
But that one's actually funny.
The Saw franchise is the Fast and Furious of horror films. All right,
so true.
Because Saw's trying to be serious, whereas Freddy and Jason, those things are no longer trying to be serious. Halloween's still trying to be serious, isn't it?
Which I think that's the big mistake.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's so funny. Yeah, Saw is the Fast and Furious of horror movies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I think Saw is trying to take itself serious, and Fast and Furious knows what it is.
But
they're in on the joke.
I don't know, man. Like, if you follow Vin Diesel online, like this guy has,
for him.
Dude, Vin Diesel has no connection to like what is happening in the world.
Oh.
Like, he is so crazy. But he's not like
Nicolas Cage crazy.
Yeah. He's just like he might do mushrooms and then like accidentally do more mushrooms in a few hours, and be totally fine the entire time.
Right.
He's just very, very. He just seems so very chill right now. Like he's just chill all the time. He's just posting weird stuff, and I don't know. You should check him out.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, he's off-putting, and then his new song. I sent you a song.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check this out.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm not gonna put it up here, but go check out Vin Diesel's song. I think it's like Feel So Good is what it's called. It's something like that, but you're going to enjoy that.
Oh my God.
We need to move on.
Yes.
Because,
God.
But I love it.
I love it too.
We're movie guys.
God,
we love movies.
We do.
And it's shocking how few movies I've seen compared to you and definitely compared to AJ, but with no real like blockbuster product coming out. Some things are going to be coming out through the end of the year, but the blockbusters are gone. Wonder Woman's the last holdout, but I think
it's going.
It's going. There's no way. And you're seeing movie theaters. We talked about this, I think, in a previous episode as well. Bringing in old product.
Yes.
Just old classic movies, cool movies. They keep holding on to Tenet for forever, but whatever.
Oh, is that still there?
Dude, it's still there. It's going to be there forever.
And I feel like that tenant needs to start paying rent.
It's definitely not pulling its share. I can tell you that much. But some of the movies they're bringing back cool stuff. They did Empire Strikes Back recently.
Oh, okay.
We're doing. They've done some Indiana Jones.
Nice.
What is a movie or several movies that you would like to see in the theater that maybe you haven't seen before, or that you didn't get to enjoy in the theater,
right?
Or that you just love to see again in the theater?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm my number one choice because I didn't get to see it in the theater. Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner.
Of course.
The second one, 2049, the sequel to the original, was mind blowing in the theater. I'm glad I got to see that one in the theater in the IMAX.
Yeah.
If nobody saw the sequel in the theater, you missed out because the soundtrack was the sound design, the soundtrack, everything was amazing. I'd like to see how it's the first one will hold up.
Yeah.
Don't give me the remastered version. Yeah. Give me the original Ridley Scott cut of Blade Runner.
Oh wow.
And even bring back the old film. I want to watch it on film if you could do it. I doubt they could do it, but
I'm sure it still exists in 35 millimeter. Yeah. I mean,
but it's too much to ask for. But I would love to see that in the theater, just to get the experience.
Oh yeah,
that would be my. Didn't get to see it because I was not even born yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was. I was 2.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of ones that there's a weird one that I didn't see in the theater, which I'm completely shocked. But it's Demolition Man.
Yeah, dude.
You guys know that we are huge Demolition fans on this show. It's on Hulu right now.
Is it?
It's on Hulu or Prime. I can't remember, but it's somewhere. And yeah, I never saw it in the theater, and that's one that I would just seeing. San Angeles and just being able, especially since some of it was shot in San Diego where we stomped.
Absolutely.
It was. That would have been a really fun one to see on the big screen.
I had seen it in the theater.
Nice.
I went with my dad. I was 9.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was one of the coolest action movies I'd ever seen up to that point. And still to this day.
Yeah.
You can't mess with that movie, man. Mm-hmm. And very telling movie too about the future. Just kind of going back and rewatching, like, wow, I think they were kind of onto something here. Just the PC culture, the tablets. Mm-hmm. Wesley Snipes becoming a maniac.
Oh yeah, just like not paying taxes and killing people, just like in real life, probably feeding on their blood. He's really into the life. He's really into the life.
Yeah, it would be amazing. I'm shocked they haven't re-released that one, to be honest with you, and Blade Runner, to be perfectly honest. Those two would be like every cinephile's dream to go watch those 2 movies. Right. One representing 90s and one representing 80s, in my opinion. I think those would be the 2. Like, come on, release it. Let's do this. But there's one that I have wanted to see again in theater, and I think a lot of people haven't seen it. Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic Park.
That was on my list in my head.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You did see it in the theater, I'm assuming.
Yes, okay, I did see it, and and I got to see it when it was like 2nd or 3rd grade when that movie came out.
Yeah,
and it was, and still when I watch it now, there's only a couple things where I'm like, yeah, that didn't hold up, but it's such a small list compared to the things where I'm like, wow, that looks good
for sure.
And they even kind of like did some good CG in daytime that even now is hard to pull off.
The Gallimimus scene where they're running with them, it still looks pretty good.
It's real fluid. The soundtrack's obviously amazing. So being able to hear, John Williams' score on those type of speakers, I've even seen it on the big screen recently. Like they've it's digital. It sounds great. But I've been able to see it on film, and I've been able to see it digitally, and for me, it still bumps on the film. Oh, man. Still bumps.
I want to hear the T-Rex roar again in the theater. Oh, yeah. It's different.
Feel it in your chest.
Yeah, for reals. They don't make sound design like that anymore for movies. Not many. God, that would be... I think a lot of these would draw so many people in, man. Yeah. I think people would be freaking out to go take their kids to see Jurassic Park in the theater, dude. You got another one?
Yeah, there's I think for me, and I mean it does play into our brand a bit, but I'd like to see Event Horizon in the theater. Now that I've seen it and been able to sit through it as a man, I think that the next stage of me reclaiming what it took for me was is being able to like watch it in the theater,
right.
Not be able to pause, like have to sit through it. And it would just, like I said, it would be another like badge,
for sure,
a badge of honor. And I mean, it looked good when I watched it last year for the first time all the way through. Yeah. On the big screen, just my screen at home. So I I bet you it still looked pretty good.
Oh god!
And give me a digitally remastered one. I don't care. Touch it up. Touch it up.
That one doesn't. That one, the film transfer. That one I don't really care about.
I would like to see that in the on the big screen.
I guess one of my big choices here is Space Odyssey 2001.
Of course,
2001 Space Odyssey.
Of course,
which I guess would be your movie's inspiration or. To that, yeah, big time. I can see some parallels.
Totally.
This movie for me, Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece. It is not my favorite Kubrick movie. Yeah, but I think it's his biggest spectacle, and I think he put the most work into this movie. And have you seen it?
Yes, I have. I'm not a Kubrick guy at all, so.
But you could maybe appreciate the
scope
of it.
Oh, definitely for what it
screen.
was
Yeah.
and what it did.
Talk about soundtracks.
Soundtracks, visuals.
Right.
I mean, and again, practical.
Yes.
Great practical visuals.
For sure.
Finding those dark screens to shoot behind. I mean, yes, I can appreciate it for what it is. I've seen it once.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen Clockwork Orange more, and I don't like Clockwork Orange either.
And
so.
a lot of people would be who know me would be, oh wow, I can't believe you didn't pick Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong, I'd love to see it on the big screen, but I think a Space Odyssey would just be a bigger spectacle. Like I said, okay,
check it out. I think you hit it on the head. Like Space Odyssey, it's obviously it's huge. Whereas like kind of watching a Clockwork Orange like on a small, especially when I saw it like not even on a big screen TV, like on a tube TV.
Yeah, it was
like the claustrophobia of the movie
actually made
it makes it better. I think it makes it better smaller.
I think you're right,
and
it has a little more grain to it.
It does, yeah,
honestly,
and you feel
that's a good point.
like you kind of it feels boxed in,
right?
And especially with, and again, man, you're gonna make me praise Kubrick. He doesn't need my praise, but even just like the way it's almost like shot in a lot of scenes, like on a stage.
Yes,
like the way where the camera's
very
placed.
Shakespearean.
Yeah,
help me out here.
Yeah, Shakespearean. Yeah, it's very stage play like,
right?
And that fits really well, like watching it on a TV screen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. Man. I needed that.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
How about a Disney movie? Was there something you think your kids would lose it if they re-released it?
This isn't Disney. Yeah, if they re-released Beauty and the Beast again, we did take her. I think we took her. I think we took my oldest, but might have just been the live action. But original Beauty and the Beast, I think my kid would love.
Yeah.
For me, something mildly kiddie would be Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I did not see that in the theater.
You beat me to it.
I didn't see it in the theater.
You beat me to it. I didn't either. Yeah, you beat me to it. Yeah, that is the one.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it looked like.
Yeah.
On the big screen.
I know. I'm just like, man, like my parents didn't actually take us to very many movies. My mom would more than
she took me.
Actually. A ton. But yeah, there was that's one that I was like, man, this would have been so cool on the big screen.
And it's funny because we kind of got I kind of got my wish list because back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, the theater you worked at did midnight movies.
Yes.
So they would actually send prints, film, to his theater, and they would show these old movies in scope.
Yeah.
I got to see Reservoir Dogs
because
of you.
Yep.
Because he ordered it.
Yeah.
I don't even think that you were supposed to get it.
Yeah, we they gave us like, hey, what do you guys think would sell? And I was like, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, and sold out Friday and Saturday. And then I was fortunate. I got to watch the 3 only Indiana Jones movies. I got to not only watch them, I got to build them. So I got to like deal with really old film, and it was a really, really just amazing experience. Because then I had to watch them. So I got paid to watch all 3 Indiana Jones, like on the big screen
and handle the film.
Yeah, handle the film. I got to do Fight Club.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yeah. You got that one back. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of my I guess bucket list movies on the screen because of. Yeah, Fight Club was great on the big screen, and I remember we went to see Goonies, and like I'm not being impressed. I even left early.
Yeah, I left too. Guys,
you don't want to.
Please don't unsubscribe. But we don't like the Goonies.
We don't.
It just doesn't work. It doesn't work for us.
Nope.
I get that it works for you.
And Princess Bride.
I like Princess Bride. I do.
Inconceivable.
Yeah. I like, I don't like a lot of the Jim Henson type things. Except Labyrinth. I like Labyrinth.
I like
like
Dark. Oh God, I can't think of the name.
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
Yeah, Dark Crystal.
Spooky.
Yeah, Dark Crystal. Never Ending Story.
Oh yeah,
any of that stuff. I'm just Willow. No,
I was never a Willow dude.
Yeah, it just was not for me.
Yeah,
the fantasy aspect just doesn't.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose subscribers.
I love Princess Bride. It's got Andre the Giant in there.
Man, your boy.
He's got my
rip off his arms. That's another one. Like, bring that back.
Yes,
bring that.
God,
I would go watch that on the big screen.
I probably would too.
They did like an anniversary thing a few years ago, like through an NCM event. It's not the same thing.
No.
I guess it's all digital now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. What is a movie that you would tell you? Oh, you have to watch this on the big screen. Like, what is a film that you
got to go? This is it.
Yeah, this is it on the big screen.
Oh man, Avatar.
That was
that
mine.
yours? That was yours.
Mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because for me it holds no value outside of IMAX.
Thank you.
When I watched it in IMAX, I was like, I was drinking the Kool-Aid.
Oh, me too.
I was totally into it. I was totally into it. I tried to watch, and I saw it a couple times on the big screen.
I did too.
And then when it came out, I didn't buy it, but then I ended up seeing it on HBO.
Yeah. And
it's
like a different movie.
Yeah, it was the opposite of the Clockwork Orange effect. It was like, oh god, this looks like garbage.
It didn't transfer.
No, it did not. It does not downsize well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that would be that's up there.
Yeah. Had great 3D too in IMAX. It really was like I'll say it was an experience.
No, you're not wrong. Probably either Terminator 2 or Aliens.
Yeah, I didn't see Aliens in the theater.
I never got to.
I saw Terminator in the theater though. Terminator 2.
T2,
yeah. Which was great. No, man, Terminator 3. That's the one to see in the theater,
come on, guys. Go.
Yeah.
I think that one gets a lot of hate.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks it is. There's some cringy parts in there, but I love the ending.
I did enjoy that ending, but it's just not very good.
To the hand.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was so terrible. Was that right after he got out of office or right before he went into office?
I think it was right before he went into office. Yeah, because he still had a lot of the bulk on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, give me his later Terminator performances. I'm
spoiled.
I
Genesis.
I like them all. I like them all except for Terminator 3. I even like Salvation.
Salvation's got some interesting parts to it.
Yeah.
And what was the one that came out last year? What was it called? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because it was like, gosh, and I did see it. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah.
And isn't Terminator like some sort of like asexual lumberjack or something?
Yes. Yeah, he married this like Mexican chick. Yeah, it's super funny. Yeah, I forgot what it's called though. It wasn't called Genesis. That was the one before, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, look it up, man. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, it was fine. I don't think they're not gonna spin off with it anymore.
No, it's done.
Yeah.
That series is done. That franchise is dead.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen the original Star Wars. I wish I could have been there.
I got to see it.
Yeah,
it was re-rendered.
Yeah. It would have been cool to be a part of in '77, being in line,
dude,
waiting to see the Star Wars. That's one that I think I think is one that I would have liked to have been a part of. Maybe when King Kong came out,
right?
The reveal of King Kong. I bet you that was insane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Dark
Fate. That's right, Dark Fate. Because there's no fate,
but we
make for ourselves, man. And that's our show, kids. If you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that little alarm too, so you get notified when we have new content up. Eric, do you have any final thoughts for us today?
No, I mean Dark Fate. I mean, I think I was going to use there's no fate, but we make for ourselves.
I'm sorry,
Dyson. She's going to blow him away.
As you can tell, Eric loves Edward Furlong. He's he would like to reprise him in
I want to party with you.
Kids, thank you so much for listening. I've been your host, Roman Chavez.
I'm still Eric Icarus.
And we will catch you on the next podcast.